Governor Ron DeSantis has his panties in a bunch over Mickey Mouse yet again. He has taken to the airwaves in front of a big ass flag and another big ass flag and a white guy behind him that's slightly overweight, as one might expect of a Republican candidate to be in front of. He is still on the warpath against Disney, vowing to void the Florida theme park development agreement. He said he's gonna maybe build a prison next door. Take a listen.
Come to think of it, now people are like, well, what should we do with this land? And so, it's like, okay, people have said, maybe have maybe create a state park, maybe try to do more amusement parks. Someone even said, like, maybe you need another state prison. Who knows? I just think that the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, people have said that, not Ron DeSantis. I love how he puts it off on people who have said that. And if it was up to Ron DeSantis, you wouldn't have to choose, because a state park and an amusement park is the same as a prison for him. What am I talking about? Did you see Democracy Now!, where a former Guantanamo prisoner came out and said that not only did Ron DeSantis sign off in his role before being the governor on this prisoner's torture and force feeding, but he stood by and laughed during the proceedings.
Officers arrived with the interpreters, with the interrogators, campus staff, medical staff. They were behind the fence, and I saw one of them was Ron DeSantis in a military uniform, and he was while I was screaming, yelling because I couldn't breathe of the inshore, and was like I was bleeding because they really insert a thick tube through my nose. So I was like calling them, asking, and he was actually laughing, looking at the other officers and smiling.
He was probably jerking off too. And this is not the only prisoner at Guantanamo who says that Ron DeSantis was at their torture. By the way, this particular prisoner was actually just a journalist who was scooped up in an arrest and never did anything wrong, etc., etc. So a little bit more truth is coming up about Ron DeSantis. I'm sorry, but let's think about anyone who can stand by while someone is being tortured and laugh and joke around. Not only would you not want them in charge of figuring out what is a good idea to have next to like a theme park where there's children, you might actually not want them in power at all. I'm Juliana Forlano. You're watching The Political Voice.